they're emotionally attached to their, um, hi, it's me, love you. And the children are emotionally attached to their homes where they were raised and brought up. Let's come over here where you can hear the birds instead of the air conditioner. The other one sometimes wakes me up in the middle of the night. Um, you would not believe some of the ridiculous things that poor people will do to be able to survive. That would be my oldest daughter who lives down the street taking care of an 8-bedroom house, and the people moved to Idaho and they have no water or electricity. And I don't know, 1 o'clock in the morning they decided to get water at the park and keep everybody awake. Um, I think that what I'm trying to say is we're all in different places living. We're all going through trials and tribulations. That would probably be the name of this one. And I don't know. If I just look at you and I keep it on me, then I don't know which picture they're going to pick, but you can believe it's going to be the silliest. And I don't mind because you are happy that um, you're learning more and growing. God isn't finished with any of us yet, and He has. We go through these trials to help us, and I am not always kind. I was around a mother-in-law that screamed a lot for 27 years, and I kind of, when she passed 3 years ago, I've taken on some of her traits, and I don't like it. So I keep a journal, go look at my journals and see how I was and how I handled things. And journaling is very important. They've stood up in a court of law before. Your personal journals will. Um, I didn't keep too much during COVID. A lot of everything is on my videos. Yesterday I thought my phone stopped. I was I was looking at houses in this one area. After the false alert, they said that, um, oh, by the way, I took my couch coverings, put them in the hallway, stood my couch up, laid down on them and thought, how am I going to get up? And I called my children and told them goodbye, and then 15 minutes later they said it was a false alert. The newspaper the next day said the blast zone. The title of the next one was tsunami. If we have a tsunami, it'll take out our power. Well, the houses that I was looking at are getting direct power from our power plant that's in the volcano called Waianae. Well, it's a little bit on the outside. And I the wires were just really heavy there, and I lost contact with my phone. I mean, it was just black. When I got home, it said it was charged 100%, and I could use it just fine. So for a couple hours yesterday, I didn't have any way to communicate. Do you know what? I was not afraid. I was not worried. I knew that I'm prepared. We could sure use a swimming pool in the garage full of water, because that is the one thing that everyone is short on. But they went up at 1 o'clock to get water, and it sounded like somebody was breaking into the back of my house, and there's still a house between me and, at least another half a city block. And I found out it was them up there trying to help each other, because there's a lot of people that live in homes with people who have not been able to afford their water bills and their electric bills, and some pretty dramatic things happening. So it isn't my family that got problems, it's we all got problems, okay? And I don't ever want to be rich. I don't ever want to have, unless I could purchase something outright. How do I know that God wants me to be? That's not very interesting with the sun behind me. I'm learning, I'm growing. I'm trying to get ready to do lives, but I've got to have enough people that visit. And I don't know, I said something against something in somebody's live chat and lost over 60 subscribers. Of course, we don't always know if those numbers are correct. And I don't think of you folks as subscribers. I think of you as friends. I think of you as brothers and sisters. We're all in this boat together. We're all on planet Earth. And I need to pray more fervently. A lot of times I'll send you a prayer. I'm sorry. I need to stay on my crowns and things. When the lady hit my car and took out my crossover, 2019, it broke this area and did some changes inside, but they didn't know and didn't document it. So when you go in, will be my last word of advice. If you have a serious problem, make sure that they document everything in that emergency room that bothers you, not just the worst thing. Okay? The reason being, that's where they base the help they're going to go with next. And my fall in March was in a military hospital parking lot. After they give me battlefield acupuncture, after they gave me steroid shots and another test, I fell and my foot is still, feels like it's broken, but only if I don't know, maybe it's a reminder because Jesus suffered so much more. The nails were huge. They went through his feet, they went through his wrists and his hands. I shouldn't complain with all the things that are happening to everybody on this earth, but it's our nature to want to share with one another. That's what I have to tell you today, is just keep on trying to do the best you can. Just make peace, let go of your grieving, let go of the things that are negative that can enslave you. Smoking, alcohol. I want to use my other hand. I'm sorry. My shoulder is really sore. See? Why am I telling you that? Oh, tell you that. I don't know why I did that. Anyway, every now and then I like to be a bit comical, but it just happens naturally. And it's funny watching these birds. They're trying to get into my garden. They think there's worms. There's no worms in there. Hey, there are no worms in there. I'm going to put on the sprinkler, rainbow sprinkler, so they'll stay out. I don't have to do this all day. I love you, but I could talk to you folks all day. I could. Bless your heart.